Till the day the monkeys can be united by law. And kids are walking around the hallway, plagued by pain in their heart. A world so hateful, some would rather die than be who they are. And a certificate on paper isn't gonna solve it all, but it's a damn good place to start. No law's gonna change us, we have to change us. Whatever God you believe in, we come from the same one. Strip away the fear, underneath it's all the same love. About time that we raised up.
Can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to.
I'm from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'm focusing on Jay Burdett. He mainly focused on gender equality in economics and how he was equalizing wages in his company. He suggested that gender equality was already happening. He also introduced to me the idea of a world based on merit. Between that and equality, it seems that gender won't matter in years to come, only merit will. An example would be that if a man and woman worked the same job in a factory, they would get equal pay. But let's say the woman produces more during their shift. The woman will get paid more and gender is out of the picture. I think that this method will become more popular as time goes on. Companies that do not pay this way will lose workers. Companies that do use this method, and every company needs workers. They will have to adapt in order to keep their company competitive.
People aren't against change, they're against changing themselves. Quoted by Geneva Johnson. My name is Adriana Conway, I'm from Chandler, Arizona, and Geneva inspired me for the first time in a long time. She taught me that not only is it okay to stand out, but necessary to stand up. Racial equality is something I believe the world really needs to strive for. Just because the civil rights movement was successful or the Nazi regime mostly crushed, it didn't purge all the hate and prejudice from the hearts of people of the world. Like Geneva discussed, fear is the root of our problems. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being judged, and that is why I think we still have racial inequality. We fear that others are better than us, will succeed more than us, will judge us if we don't judge them first. But it is time to stop this. Social justice comes with the awareness of injustices being committed. In the state of Arizona, racial profiling to protect our borders has become a horrible injustice committed upon the Mexican and Latino community. I hope to return home and spread awareness about this injustice in hopes of putting racial profiling to rest.
My name is Melissa Harrigan. I am from a small island in the Caribbean called Anguilla of the British West Indies. I decided to speak about a combination of topics which branch out from the main topic, social justice. Firstly, I became inspired by the speaker Geneva Johnson, who is an African American. She spoke about racism, ill treatment of Black women, and shared her experiences in particular. For me, I found her contribution to the World Affairs Seminar to be of significance, as I fit the criteria of being a colored female. There are people who are currently being mistreated because of their race. That is a burning shame. I personally believe that this is an issue that needs to be addressed. Individuals should realize that we are no longer in the era of slavery. Everyone is equal. Our skin color only represents an aspect of the diversity in our world's population. If everyone was meant to look the same, this would have been a very dull and simple world. Furthermore, I also was inspired by the speaker Sahar Maher El-Isawi. My eyes were really opened up to the situation of women being mistreated by men. After viewing the pictures, listening to her personal experiences and sad and emotional tone, it was the moment I realized how grave the issue really was. I've learned to appreciate my nation a lot more. I'm grateful that we have laws in force which protect females and serves as justice. However, I am still sympathetic and apologetic towards the subject, and my concern goes out to those various women who are mistreated every day. I wish they were fortunate enough to receive this legislation that I have. I am also grateful that she was able to share her knowledge and experience, as well as use it to help others in the situation. Finally, I was granted the opportunity to go on a field trip at the Milwaukee Art Museum. There, I saw many beautiful and meaningful pieces created by many talented artists. But of all, the piece that really caught my attention was the painted box by Jackie Windsor. She used a well-thought-out procedure in creating this piece. She built boxes around other boxes until it became a large size. It was carved, sanded, varnished, and painted to perfection. What's funny is that she later on drilled square-shaped holes in the faces of the object, attached a chain which linked to the car, and drove for miles dragging the box along the world to destroy and affect its perfection, up to the point where it got this final appearance. Her inspiration behind it? People tend to judge a book by its cover, when there just so happens to be really beautiful and amazing content on the inside. I happen to share this inspiration and found it moving because it is no lie that people discriminate as an act of their ignorance. They allow their assumptions to draw a whole picture when it's really supposed to only act as a potential idea or impression of the viewer. Now, take the time out and ask yourself this question. What really makes another race, gender, or culture superior to another? In fact, place yourself as the subject and say, what makes me a more superior individual to that boy or girl who everyone else teases? Believe it or not, we are all one and are the same in God's eyes. We shouldn't let our characteristics determine our value or worth in life. Please take the time out to educate yourself so that you do not become the one who hates and discriminates. Take action, awareness. Whether it be a group running campaigns or creating bills and sign petitions to present to our authorities of territories. Use what you have to create awareness amongst others.
People living like they ain't got no mama. I think the whole world addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that bring the trauma. Overseas, yeah, we trying to stop terrorism, but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the CIA, the Russian Crips and the KKK. But they have love for all race. The United States discriminate and discriminate on the gender they take. And when they think your mind to get outraged, this is what you demonstrate, and that's exactly how everyone operates. And they gotta have love, stay straight, take control of your mind and meditate, let your soul gravitate to the love.